So it's been more than a year now since President Trump announced his new strategy for Afghanistan. Do you think it's working?
For the first time, the possibility of peace is really attained. The aim of the South Asia strategy of President Trump is not perpetuation of war. It is, simply put, a stable Afghanistan within a secure South Asia. We need to move towards self-reliance. This is not a problem that can be solved if you put a deadline to it.
But do you think it's working? I mean, it's been 17 years of war now and hundreds of billions spent. I mean, the security situation now is worse than it's ever been.
Look, I'm not responsible for the first 14 years. Those who are responsible need to answer for that period. From the day I've been elected as president of Afghanistan, my goal has been a multidimensional process to make sure that we own our problems, we reduce our reliance, we become partners rather than dependents. Since 2014, we are dying for our causes. We are grateful for the assistance, but that assistance has been really reduced because it shows you that we can move forward.
It's still crucial to defending places like Ghazni. I mean,
it is. We're not saying we've not reached that level to be able to, but judge us by a process.
And if the American forces were to
it's
withdraw?
Support. It's not forces, it's support. Force is one component. The reason I want to come back to the South Asia strategy, use of force is not the predominant element of this. As a partner, I hope that mutual interest would prevail. The negative case is if Afghanistan collapses, international terrorism is going to have a breeding ground, a launching pad that is going to be unparalleled.
What's the significance of what happened in Ghazni to you? I mean, this is a major urban center strategically located less than 100 miles from the capital. How do you see what happened there?
There are two aspects of it. One is when the right information got, within 12 hours we recovered.
Within 12 hours?
Within 12 hours. The first 72 hours, the right information didn't come. It was a failure of intelligence.
I mean, we heard they were roaming the streets for days.
Absolutely. But the minute the right intelligence came, within 12 hours, we recovered the city.
What do you think the government actually has to offer the Taliban? I mean, they now control or contest nearly half the country. I mean, if they don't like the conditions that you're offering, what's to stop them just waiting out the Americans?
The issue is not waiting out the Americans. Can they wait out the Afghan people? The ceasefire showed that this country is ready for reconciliation. We're offering to overcome the past grievances and move forward. And this, I think, is genuine, because if they insist on a military victory, the rest of the Afghans will not accept it.
And what's in it for the Taliban?
For the Taliban, legitimacy, participation, end of violence. The worst part of my job is early morning. I get my first security briefing, and I get the casualty figures. And it's not just that my heart breaks for our security forces, who are true heroes, but also for Taliban. They are Afghans, and I'm president of all of Afghanistan.